Okay, now Donald Trump is coming out with a card basically called the Gold Card. It looks like they're going to replace the EB-5 with this, and it's a route to citizenship. And I'm going to go over a few steps on it, what I think about it, and basically how it works. But Time Magazine had an article on this, and they were talking about here that President Donald Trump announced Tuesday evening that he would be selling a gold card, allowing foreign-born potential immigrants a pathway to citizenship for 5 million US. Now, I've read through this pretty clear. I haven't seen anywhere where this is going to be an investment like the EB-5 is. It's going to be like a gift to pay down the debt. Now, my whole big thing right up front is, why would somebody want to come in and pay $5 million? And it's not an investment. It's going to be given away, okay, according to what I'm seeing here, unless they change it. And then you're going to be paying taxes on your worldwide income. And then you're going to have to go through an expensive process to relinquish your U.S. citizenship if you've got a lot of wealth. And I think you're going to look like you got into a real bad situation, a tax net, unless Donald Trump ends the income tax and also does away with capital gains tax, estate inheritance taxes. I don't see that happening. I mean, I just don't. There's too many liberals, even Republicans, that don't want to get around the income tax. Believe it or not, there are some liberal Republicans that I don't think would go with it. And I think once Trump leaves, they're going to change it all back. But the key thing is here is, why would you want to pay tons of money to go to in a country that's going to tax you heavily on your worldwide income? That boils down to stupidity. But basically, the way it works is, you got this green card. It's a gold card. And the president told reporters in the Oval Office that we're going to be putting a price on that card of 5 million US dollars, and that's going to give you the green card privileges. Plus, it's going to be a route to citizenship, and wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying the card. Now, let me just tell you something here that he mentioned. I thought he mentioned in the interview he had on TV and on YouTube that they were not going to tax your worldwide income. Maybe I misunderstood that. I didn't play it back again. But this is the key right here, is they would have to change the tax laws if green card holders are taxed on their worldwide income, whether they live in the U.S. or not, as long as they hold that green card until they legally give it up. They're taxed almost the same way that a U.S. citizen is. Now, you have what's called a non-immigrant visa holder, which comes in and sets up a business, and through what's called a E2 treaty with a country that has an E2 treaty with the U.S. And if he doesn't stay in the U.S. more than, typically it's a formula, but I'm just going to say roughly 120 days a year. If he doesn't stay longer than 120 days a year, he can escape worldwide income on his assets other than his company, okay, that's in the U.S. Now, the thing about this whole thing is, my whole thing is, if you can do your business from any place in the world, why don't you pick a country that doesn't have any income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax, where neither party wants any of these taxes I just mentioned? That's the easiest way to go, because a country like the U.S. is going to be a seesaw type country. They're going to go back and forth with this. The liberals hate not having socialism. They love socialism, okay? And you're going to have this. And they really believe that you need to have a socialistic policy. They don't coincide socialism with a free economy. Okay, a free economy is when you have those taxes eliminated because they hurt production. But I don't see that changing, okay? And the easiest way to pick where you want to go as far as taxes go, pick a country that already has these tax laws that you like. And you don't have to invest. Take that back. You don't have to invest. You're not even investing this. You're giving it away. Why not go to a country where you can purchase a property like St. Kitts or Antigua? Beautiful weather all year round, and there has no income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax. And you can invest in, in St. Kitts is $325,000. They don't even have a requirement for the owner of a company in St. Kitts to even pay a Social Security tax. They do for the employees, but not for the owner. So you literally can escape all kinds of taxes in a system like St. Kitts has got, but you don't have to give $5 million away. And then even in the U.S., you're not getting around. All you're doing is you're getting into a tax spider net. It's going to tax you on your worldwide income. And then you're going to have all kinds of problems trying to get out of that. If you've got a lot of money, you need to study this system real big before you go into the U.S. Now, you might say, well, Tom, I can get a publicly traded company and take my company public. Well, you can do that without being a citizen of the U.S. or a resident. Look at Jack Ma. Look at the guy that started Pinduoduo. I mean, we're talking about these are two huge Chinese companies that are ADRs in the U.S. So you can do this without moving in and being heavily taxed in the U.S. Now, the president said that cards would begin to be sold in about 2 weeks. The experts warned that the newly announced program cannot be done by Trump alone. Now, president can't create a visa. That's for Congress to do, says Laureate Nessel, a professor at Seton Hall University School of Law. Now, the Trump administration has been looking for ways to cut the U.S. deficit through new agencies like the Department of Government Efficiency, which is DOGE, and the Gold Card could be just one way that the president's hoping to increase the revenue. I think if you start having to give the money rather than invest it, you're going to have a lot less people, especially when you've bumped it from 1 million approximately for the EB5 versus 5 million that you're going to have for this Trump Gold Card. That's a gift, not investment. So, I mean, these are some things I would be thinking about. And then you're going to be taxed heavily on your worldwide income. But in October the 28th, 2024 analysis of the Trump administration's fiscal plan found that it would likely increase the deficit, it would increase the deficit by 7.75 trillion over the next decade. Last year, the federal deficit reached 1.83 trillion, according to fiscal data by the U.S. Treasury Department. Now, the announcement of the program also arrives as the administration continues its crackdown on immigration, attempting to shut down asylum at the border and committing to enacting the largest deportation operation in U.S. history. Now, Tuesday, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services announced that with limited exceptions, all undocumented immigrants aged 14 and older who were not fingerprinted or registered when applying for a U.S. visa and who remain in the United States for 30 days or longer have to sign up for an immigration registry. Now, experts say that the program shows the administration's priorities when it comes to immigration. To say, on one hand, we're going to deport everyone in the country who's here without permission, and we're going to be closing down our borders. And then at the same time, we're going to dramatically increase the number of people that can come in. If they've got millions of dollars, it's very clear messaging in terms of who's wanted in American society, says Nessel. I'm going to tell you something. Anybody, it's just smart in any country to do vetting, okay? St. Kitts is a good example. You know, St. Kitts is just, you can't just come into St. Kitts and plant yourself here, okay? You've got to either buy a property, okay, to get permanent residency on a retirement program. You can get citizenship. You have to buy a property. You have to pay government fees. You can set up a company in St. Kitts. It's very difficult to do it. If you're not going to invest in a property, you're not going to be a citizen, you're just going to come in and get a corporate structure set up. You're probably going to have to hire some people to do that. There are people that escape that, but it's very rare that I see that. You don't have this stuff where people are just piling in by the tons loads like they're doing in the U.S. And you see what sort of crime problem it's caused there. But I mean, that's one reason I like picking a country based on the things that you like. And whether it's income taxes, capital gains taxes, state inheritance taxes, I like places that speak English. I like places where you can determine your own tax laws and according to what the country has already set up. If you want to go to the U.S., you're going to pay high taxes. That's for sure, unless I see some big changes, and I don't see that happening long term. But while there are argumentally more questions about the potential gold cards than answers at present, here's what they state so far. Now, what is the gold card route to citizenship? Now, Trump's gold card would essentially allow wealthy foreigners to pay their way to American citizenship through a $5 million fee. Again, this is not an investment. It's a gift to the government, okay? The gold card would replace the existing EB5 immigrant investor visa program, which allows foreign investors to apply for lawful permanent residency if they invest in commercial enterprises and plan to create or preserve 10 permanent full-time jobs for U.S. workers, according to USCIS. Now, remember, you're not guaranteed to get the passport through this program. You're only going to get the residency. You could be here for years in the U.S. and still not get that passport. That's one thing I like about fast-track citizenship programs. Unless you've got a real background problem in criminal or civil issue, if you invest that money, you're going to get the passport. I would strongly urge you, I've looked on both sides of the fence. I would be looking at a fast-track program if you want citizenship that has the tax laws that you like long before I'd be doing this, for many reasons. Also, folks, if you can do us a big favor, we do not monetize our channel here. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button here, the right of your screen there, and you'll get new videos automatically as they come out. This helps in the algorithm of our channel. And if you'd like to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 4 to 8 months, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. Now, some things that I would be looking at here, they're talking about is, while the Gold Card visa may appear similar, experts warn that the EB-5 has guardrails in place to specifically prevent the rich and wealthy from being able to purchase citizenship. Well, this program here too is you're not going to be able to come in and just purchase citizenship. This is getting residency. These are the liberals trying to come back on this. But it's not about paying the government millions of dollars to get a visa. They're talking about here. It's about showing that you have the capital available to actually improve our economy, says this guy, Nessel. It's not clear what type of vetting or security checks would be put into place for the new program. Now, Nessel notes that similar visa programs in other countries have been shut down in a variety of concerns, including money laundering, tax evasion. That's ridiculous. A program that has drawn comparisons in Spain will officially close this April. Now, how would this gold card work? Now, it's not clear yet how Trump's gold card would work. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said at an Oval Office that potential applicants for the gold card visa would have to go through a vetting process to ensure they are wonderful, world-class global citizens, but he didn't give, real specific details. Now, when asked by the press whether Russian oligarchs could apply to the program, Trump said, possibly. I know some Russian oligarchs who are very nice people. The legality of the gold card visa is also in question. The EB-5 program, which the administration said that they were replacing was created by Congress in 1990. That program allows potential immigrants to invest roughly a little over $1 million US dollars or 800,000 in targeted employment areas, meaning rural areas or areas experiencing high underemployment, to apply for a green card. Though there are a number of other qualifications applicants have to meet, and it can be a rather lengthy process. The EB-5 program was created by Congress. In its statute, the president doesn't have the authority to override that, says Jorge Laurie. He's the managing director of programs of the American Immigration Council. Now, the EB-5 visa has an annual cap of around 10,000 visas a year, or some 7.1% of the 140,000 employment-based visas that are available every fiscal year per the State Department. Now, Lutnick has been a vocal critic of the program on Tuesday. He called it a full nonsense, make-believe, and fraud, and referred to it as a way to get a green card that was a low price. Now, anyway, this is, it basically, I think it's way overpriced. I think if they change it and make it lower, but again, do you want to pay taxes on your worldwide income, and do you want to pay a huge fee to do that? To me, that's foolish. I would never do that. But anyway, if you want to know more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. If you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 4 to 8 months. And again, it would help us tremendously on our channel if you'll give us a thumbs up if you like our videos. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button right on your screen here, and you'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And if you want more information, again, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Take care.